Hi, this is Áron from the International Book Festival of Budapest, and we are going to have a short conversation with Arnon Grunberg. Although I know that in your article I don't like, you categorically stated that you don't like almost all interviews. Allow me to ask you a few questions.
It's quite a while that I said that. Yes, I think I'm used to interviews now more than then, and some of them can be pleasant. There are always exceptions. Yeah.
Your book, Occupied Territories, was recently published in Hungarian translation this year. During the story, her boyfriend breaks up with Michette because of superficial reading. What do you mean by superficial reading, and how much of a problem is it?
Misunderstandings based on superficial readings or based on reading with malicious intent can cause enormous problems. This is in the case of a psychiatrist who is portrayed in a novel, and people think that this is reality, and he is basically accused of, let's say, of inappropriate behavior, of transgressing certain borders. And for this reason, he's losing his job. So for him, it has enormous consequences. And basically, the whole novel starts from the point that he cannot work as a psychiatrist anymore in Amsterdam, and he's obliged to go somewhere else.
Yes, and the novel begins with an unusual monologue in which a psychotherapist is assigned by one of his patients. As an actor, I immediately thought about how beautifully it could be played on stage. And the narrative parts were also written in the present tense, which also reminds me on stage works. Is it intentional that this novel is so dramatic?
Yeah, I think I like theater a lot, and in a way also a novel, or the novel I like to write, consists of scenes, and I like the dialogue also in the world of the novel, because you can say so many things about characters just by using dialogue. And this monologue, this is Michette, this is one of his patients, and she's flipping out basically. She cannot stop talking anymore. I can imagine that one of my novels, that's Tirza, has been adapted for a theater, and I can imagine also that this novel would make for quite an interesting piece of theater. Yes.
And who do you want to direct it?
To be honest, when I was 18 or 20, 16, my big dream was becoming what you are, an actor, and I failed as an actor. And nowadays, sometimes I think of directing, but I think I should not direct my own work, or not. This is too ambitious. I should direct something smaller. But maybe one day I'd like to do it. Yeah, there is still this theater still has this magical influence on me, and a desire to be part of it. Absolutely, yes.
And at one point in the novel, the narrator reflects on the fact that all the characters are waiting for something. Only the main character, Kadoki, does not wait for anything, but maybe he is the one who drags everyone into this endless waiting. How can anyone achieve this? What kind of power does it take to make those around you wait endlessly?
Well, many institutions make us wait. I mean, the state makes us wait. I mean, waiting is part of life in a way. And I'm not sure if Kadoke has so much power himself, but it's the circumstances that force the people around him into this waiting process. If you look honestly at yourself, I think you should admit that there's always parts of life is just waiting for something better, waiting for something more. The whole desire is based on waiting. So, in our condition is I would say waiting is main part of our condition, and this is of course something that Beckett knew already, and that the great absurdists after World War II knew, and I think this is still accurate. This idea that we are all to a certain degree waiting for salvation.
And what do you think? Is Kadoki an anti-hero or just an average person in today's world?
No, average I wouldn't call him. I think he's. I like the anti. There are no heroes anymore. I think it's impossible. It has become impossible to write about heroes in a way that the old, in the Greek mythology you can find heroes. Maybe in still in some early romantic poetry, but no, it has become impossible. We don't believe in the hero anymore, I think, and I would say this is healthy.
And what does this title means, Occupied Territories, and how many different ways can we interpret it?
In many ways, I mean, you can say that a body can also be an occupied territory, and I would say that, of course, it's part that refers to the parts of to the Palestinian territories that have been occupied by Israel on the West Jordan, in West Jordan. So this is the main reason for the title. But I would say that the body, if the moment you have a relationship and you expect the other to be monogamous, or you expect yourself to be monogamous, the body is already occupied as well.
Thank you very much for this short interview, and have a nice day in Budapest.
Thank you. Thank you.